a Twitter? Sorry, twatter. Did I even have a twatter? Oi, you twat. I'm a Twitter your twatter. What? I'm a twatter your Twitter. The many quotes of Game Busters J. Ho! Ho! Grenades, okay. Is that a hammer? What the hell? I got juggled by bombs. Gotta speed up.
Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak spot, quick, while I hold him back.
I don't have my soundboard on. Oh. Oh. Tifa! Just do it. What? No, he teleported. No, why did you teleport? No. Oh, no. No, I don't die. I thought I was dying before. Oh my god. Bro. Oh my holy shit. It might have been like the longest one because I have descended to hell.
Hello, I'm on the wrong thing. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're back. I mean, this is the first time I'm doing this. Playing Croc and the Gobbos for the first time. Well, not for the first time, but I mean, in one setting, sitting. We're playing Croc. Shut up. Delete. Alright, the adventure begins. Let's go. What shenanigans will we get up to today? What conversations will be had? I don't know, but stay tuned because we talk about anything and everything. And sometimes we talk about what's on screen. Sometimes I never knew about this bonus, man. I honestly, I still don't know how anyone would think to do that. Someone must have figured it out, but I don't. They were just bored and just like, fuck it, I'll stamp 3 times. I don't know, why not? Sure. Whatever. Oh, man. It's okay. I thought for the longest time this does something. Well, one of these do, and it's only in, and I don't always remember. I don't always remember it either. Sometimes I tend to forget. It's in one of the boss fights. I can't remember if it's Flibby or if it's the other one, the duck. I don't remember. One of them. It's like, oh, and it's the only time they do it as well, which I think is what throws me off because it's the only time they do it. They never really do any, like, you know what I mean? It's not like a situation where you have to like break something and it really takes you to as a bonus. Really, they don't. That's the sort of thing they don't do again. The ones they tend to do again is the little sparkles or like the hidden platforms that are just randomly in bottomless pits that you have to kind of jump and take a leap of faith and sort of hope for the best, you know, in that sort of situation. But okay. I don't know why my Elgato was. I don't know why my audio for the Elgato was muted, but it's not muted anymore. Just to make sure I'm not muted. No, okay. I would argue I'm more important. No, let's be honest. We want to hear that banging soundtrack. Though you probably can't hear it too well because of me, but, you know. Hopefully it's not too much, but... Again, I want you guys to be able to hear it, but I don't want it to completely overshadow me, you know. I still can't get over how quick this game loads, but I mean, it is made for modern consoles, right? Although, Switch isn't really modern anymore, but you know, not retro either, but you know what I mean. I mean, we finally have a Switch 2. It's going to be interesting who's actually going to have a Switch 2 and who isn't when it comes out. It's going to be very interesting. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Yes, that's alright. Follow the snake into the well. I'm sure it's fine. I do wish that the little sparkles might actually like spin around when you pick them up like that. I don't know why they don't, but something must have got missed. Again, I know it's little minor details. That's all. Little minor details, but it's like, yeah, it's alright. It is what it is. Like I say, I just hope that this Croc remaster does well enough to get Croc 2, to be honest. And I'm probably asking for a lot, but I think I've already like was like I tweeted on Twitter on one of Argonaut's posts saying it'd be really cool if the supposed cut content from Croc 2 made it. And don't get me wrong, there are cut content from this game that I was actually not aware of. I was like, oh, you know, like I was not expecting, you know, said cut content. And then, you know, I think I mentioned in the last, was it the last stream or did I mention in my video? Maybe both. But by the way, I've mentioned it in some shape or form or else. Like, it'd be really neat if maybe these test levels or like these scrapped levels could just be playable just for fun. Like a little bonus for the Crocopedia, like you can actually just play them as they are. I know you might not think much. It's like, well, why would you want to play like a beta level or something? But I just think it's neat. I mean, hey, if you're already going out of your way to give us this massive behind the scenes into the Croc development, right? Like it's kind of insane what they've given us, really. It's really cool. It's really cool stuff. Of course, not everyone's going to be too fussed about that sort of stuff. They just want to play Croc and stuff. But I personally find it really interesting. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who would agree with me, right? That it's actually really cool and interesting stuff. And like I say, obviously, I bring up like the Legacy of Kain remaster or remake, where they allowed you to play these unfinished levels, right? Just because why not? Again, the thing is, you have like kind of like debug enabled where you can kind of just leave the level whenever you want, because these are levels that can't be completed. But it's still neat. You could still see like potential stages that would have been in the game or could have been in the game. It's just, you know, again, I think of Crash Bandicoot and a Stormy Ascent, right? And then they decided in the remake, in the you know, in the Insane Trilogy, to just make it a fully playable level, because why not? And it's free. And then they created their own future level, and I just think that's really cool. And you know, Astrobot constantly getting updates. I think it might be finally done. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. But either way, yeah, it'd be really cool. Do I think that's gonna happen? Maybe, I don't know. Probably not, but also slightly random. I saw a post on social media, on Twitter. Yes, I'm still calling it Twitter. Bite me. Where the Argonaut social media team was like, they gave us an image of like a ladder of boxes. And for some reason I was like, I feel like I've seen this ladder like but like potentially multiple times. Not just the same stage. And I for whatever reason, I just couldn't wrap my head around which one it was, because I swear there's multiple situations. But apparently... Jesus Christ. But apparently... someone slammed the door. Must have been my dad. Apparently it's this level, and I'm like, is it? I don't remember. And I only just played it, and I'm like, are you sure? Again, a bunch of comments. I could be like, I mean, I don't know if they are right, but they said that they would respond if they were right or something. I don't know. Anyway, I need to focus. Oh, I think I lost it. I think it's right. Damn. Damn. It's been a minute since I failed, but we have to do it again. Oh no. Please do not have a repeat of last... I mean, what? Nothing? Anyway, I made sure to give myself more time this time I mean, not that I needed more time before, because this is the first time I'm doing this. You understand? I don't need to grind for more lives. Let's just get into this, you know, cup and ball mini game with the boxes. I tell you, this is surprisingly tricky. It's not easy. I played this game for years. And I feel like it's random, because sometimes you can get really lucky where they hardly move the box with the gobbo in it, so it's easier to follow. Like, that one was way easier to follow. Now, I don't know if this is a thing. Is there, like, a difficulty situation where if you fail it, like, once and then try to get, like, go back into the level and try again, they make it easier? Like, slow it down or something? I don't know. Is that a thing? I couldn't tell you. But that's not easy to follow. I mean, you only have to do it, like... We only have to do it one more time, right? I think. Yeah, I think so. There's only one other time I want to say you actually have to do that. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of grateful you only have to do it one more time. If you're going for 100%, I mean, I should say. It's only for completion, but... I don't know. Croc, I think, is one of those games where I've come to like doing everything anyway, so I just do everything. It's kind of like how I feel with most, I would say most Crash games, the classic Crash games anyway, where, I see. Yeah, this must be the ladder. Yeah, this is the stage. Okay, well there you go. I was like, why am I blanking on this? I'm a fake Croc fan. I'm supposed to be the #1 Croc fan, and I'm failing. So I can't really call myself the #1 Croc fan anymore, man. I'm a fraud. I'm an absolute fraud. Revoke my title right now. Do it. Burn it. I give up my rights. I admit it. Now. Crash. I was trying to think of a game no one talks about. Crash is not it. But you know. Oh, I got also... This is also the stage where I've got to focus, right? Yeah, that's right. I am tempted to do this how I used to do it, though, with the tank controls. But I can just whiz around so quickly, and I can do that. I can spin around on the spot. You don't understand. I couldn't do that before, and that's so important. Incredibly important. Press the button. Anyway. Crap. Oh my god, I failed. I actually failed. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I slipped. I will say my analog stick for my PS5 is not the best. I failed one. That's fine. I failed one. There is a little bit of leeway. Let me just grab some of my water. There is a little bit of leeway. I'm sure as the sunlight gets dark, so it's very hot, it's very sunny. I will probably need to put my other light on. And that's okay, because I have it set up. I was just like, well, the sun's shining right now. It's beaming into my room. That's most of my light right now. So, yeah, that's fine. I feel like I should move a little bit forward. I'm a bit off center. But maybe if I... That'll do. Ugh. Okay, I got a nice new T-shirt, but you won't really be able to see it. But it's one I bought recently, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna skip it. Yeah, I'm doing it. I've seen it a trillion times. I mean, hey, look, listen. I've watched that cutscene, and I don't really have an issue watching it, but you have to understand, I'm on a time limit. I gotta beat this game in hopefully and at the max 3 hours is the goal, roughly. Okay, it's not this stage. Okay, it must be boss. It must be Flibby. It's the one I'm thinking with the bonus level. Okay. What I will say though, because I am streaming a little bit early, so I know, like, you know, any regulars might not actually be around right now because they're like, oh, you're streaming like an hour earlier than you usually do. But there is a lot of drama. Well, there's always drama on social media, but there's a lot of drama revolving around that new RPG, Expedition 33. And I don't mean like drama as in like people are moaning that the game is bad. No. People are praising it. They're doing that thing where it's like, this is the new hot shit and everyone must praise it type of thing. Like, everyone's already saying, game of the year, game of the year, game of the year, game of the... Oh, I see it a lot. I do not doubt the game looks like a very cool take on turn-based combat, right? Some people say it kind of reminds them of the opposite of Remake, where Remake is like action, but they try and implement turn-based elements in the action combat, whereas this is turn-based, but the turn-based has action stuff, you know, like parrying and dodging, right, which you usually don't get in an RPG, right? Yeah, we might as well do this now. Do the secrets. Like, I do not doubt that. But I do see this a lot. I feel like these days where, not for every game, but sometimes there's a game that just sort of stands out a little bit, right? I remember seeing that, how would I describe it? Kind of like a, sort of like a not Bayo Devil May Cry game, with that, you know, everyone's like, oh my god, it's a hot British chick, but they're also made by a Chinese team, so they must think that the Chinese team must think that this design is hot or whatever, you know. It's like, oh, they went for this design. I mean, who knows? They could have just got a model or something and like, yeah, this is based off of some model or something, I don't know. Anyway, a lot of people were seeing the trailer like game of the year, and I'm like, okay, chill, you know, like chill. You ain't even played the game yet, shut up. Game's not even out yet, shut up. You know, you can be interested in something and be like, ooh, this looked like this could be something, but you don't really know until you actually play it. Or at least until the game becomes available and other people play it. But even then, you can't always go by people's reviews. You can't, because, as I've said before, someone will say something bad about a movie, but then you go and watch it and you really like it. Or you think it's good. You know, opinions are a thing at the end of the day, right? I don't remember what this is. I know this is optional, but I don't remember. I'm just getting lives, right? Let's do this real quick. I'm being cheeky, I guess. Wait, what is this key for? Oh. No, the key is for lives. I'm wasting my time here. Oh, well. I forgot. That's fine. My brain remembers what it wants to remember. That's my excuse. Anyway, I've got 2 keys that I won't use. It's alright. But yeah, there's a lot of drama. There's always something going on, but it's just unfortunate to me. And don't get me wrong, like Twitter to me is just like a cesspool, and I don't really go on Twitter that often because I don't really care to. And you know, occasionally, I mean, I know it happens a lot, but I think I'm fortunate that I don't see it too often. But there is some sort of drama somewhere about something, right? And it seems the purists, as they're calling them, are basically using this new game to be to dunk on Square Enix and be like, hey yo, remember when you used to be this good? Remember when you didn't suck? And the thing that annoys me about it is that, like, if you don't like Modern Square, right, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, because you're not wrong. But then someone who likes Modern Square isn't wrong either. There's no right or wrong. It's an opinion at the end of the day, of course. But what I don't like about people's opinions is that they feel like they have to scream and shout and let it all out and rub their asses on the screen and say, screw you, Square, you used to be good, like this game. Hey, look, Square, maybe you should go back to this. Maybe then you won't be shitty. And it's like, so you're telling people who like current Square Enix, like with their Final Fantasy games, they're also shitty for liking them. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying, right? You're not allowed, but some people say, like, you're allowed to like something that's shit, and it's like, but is it shit? You're saying it is, but that's, again, your opinion. Just like if someone's opinion saying that they like something. But what I don't see people who don't like turn-based, right? Or, action or whatever type of combat, because not every RPG is turn-based, right? And I don't think every RPG should be, because the shit would get stale, in my opinion. Mix it up. But the thing is, I don't see people going around thinking like, oh my god, thank God for this action RPG, because my god, turn-based sucks, dude. Why would you want to play turn-based? I don't see it. What I find disappointing personally is that I wish people would not feel the need to dunk on another game to elevate another. It's like, dude, why do you need to do that? I don't understand. Why can't we praise something and just enjoy something for what it is without shitting on something else, without having to be like, oh, this used to be good, this company used to, oh my god, look. Why can't you just like something and praise something? And okay, you don't have to like something, and you're entitled to your opinion. But I just feel like some people are acting like entitled, like babies, like children, like, you know what I mean? Like, grow up. I don't feel like these are people who are talking with actual logical sense or just like sharing like, fair opinions. It just kind of feels like they're moaning. They're like, my god, I wish Square Enix was like this. Why is Square Enix so shit? It's like, I'm not, it's like, no offense, but I ain't gonna listen to your rambling. I ain't gonna listen to your baby tantrums, because that's what it seems like to me, baby tantrums. But if you come with me with fair talk and fair arguments, I might listen to you. But some of these fans are just like, again, I just feel like they need to shit on Square Enix, and it's like, I mean, look, listen, again, you don't have to like things. But why do you need to be rude about it? Why can't you just say, I personally, wasn't a fan of the direction that Square Enix went, but I am grateful that there are games like Expedition 33 that kind of gives me that sort of turn-based fix. Like, I appreciate this game, even if, I wish that Square went a different direction. You're just sharing your honest feelings of, hey, I wish Square was like this, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. There are other games to play. There are other turn-based games to play. But it seems like these purists are only fixated on Final Fantasy. You know, people keep bringing up other RPGs because none of these people want to play Dragon Quest. And I'm like, listen, you're missing out, dude. Dragon Quest has never stopped being turn-based. And I know I see arguments where people are like, I don't like the anime style. And I'm like, I guess you don't play games like Persona either then. I know what they want. They want that. They want a more realistic sort of look. But the problem is, there's also you need a combination of fantasy here because you have to remember, it's called Final Fantasy. It's not called Final Realism. You gotta still some disbelief. It's the sort of shit you wouldn't really see in real life. Characters can look somewhat realistic, sure, but these are worlds with giant chickens and monsters. Also, giant potential, you know, Titan-looking creatures and people with all sorts and manners of different weapons. Swords bigger than an entire body. Like, still your disbelief. There's magic and all sorts of wizardry. Like, my dude. You know? I feel like if people were a little bit more open-minded, right? But again, it's not even so much that for me. It's more just so that I just wish people were more respectful, right? Because I bet you anything, some of these fans don't really think or care that some people may like something that they don't like. They don't give a shit. Again, if I was a petty bitch, I could go on and harp about how Expedition 33 is shit. But why would I do that? I could do that, but that would just be, as I said, petty. And also unfair, because I hadn't even played the game. So I'm not going to do that, because it's like, well, come on. Again, because then I need to grow up if I were to do that. So why would I do that? I've got no opinion on the game, because I've never played it. A lot of people are praising up a storm. But like all these games, once the honeymoon phase is over, there'll probably be some controversial opinions about that game. Mark, there was... You know what I mean? They all, like, it always happens, dude. There's always this big hype about a new game, and then something happens, or like the game comes out, everyone beats it, give it like a month, and then some people have got like, okay, I've got something to say about this so-called Game of the Year game. And then there's arguments again, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and again, I've seen someone, I mean, I assume it's legit. I saw someone who actually had a, I guess you would call it currently a controversial opinion, because again, I have seen nothing but praise for that game. And I'd say that's great. That's fantastic. I'm happy for the, I'm happy for the devs that it's doing so well. Absolutely, right? And I did say that I might try it at some point, right? Price drop. I give it a try, because I feel like I probably would enjoy it. I like turn-based, but I also don't really have a problem with modern Final Fantasy. Not really. I haven't played that many Final Fantasy games though, to be fair, but I have played turn-based games. But I also don't really have an issue with... I don't really have an issue with change. You have to understand I'm a Sonic fan. And, you know, someone would argue, how have you stuck with Sonic for as long as you have? Because Sonic just keeps changing. He's never really consistent. Right? 2D. Then the 3D, and it's like, well, okay, that's one thing. But then you've got, like, one style, which is, like, adventure. And then you've got, like, Heroes and Shadow, and then you've got 06, which is kind of like trying to be adventure, but it wasn't very good. But then you got like a different shift entirely. You've got Unleashed, and then then Colors following suit, and then Generations following suit, and then Lost World. And the only time they do it, Lost World, completely different game. The only time they do it. And then Sonic Forces tried to go back to Boost, right? And then that didn't do so well. And then Sonic Frontiers, a kind of a different take on Boost. Still Boost, but it's like open world Boost. And it's like, man. And that's not to mention spin-offs like Sonic and the Secret Rings and Sonic and the Black Knight and Sonic Riders and, you know, other things and whatnot. But like, you know, very all over the place, right? Someone would argue, do they not know what to do with Sonic? I don't know. But my point is that Sonic doesn't always have hitters, right? Trust me. Sonic definitely doesn't have hitters very often, but that's debatable. So there might be someone out there who loves every single Sonic game, right? But the thing is, right? And I've said this before, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I just wish, and maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Maybe people feel the need to moan and shit and cause drama because it gets attention. Maybe it's attention seeking. I don't know. But I just wish that. Why can't we praise something without shitting on something else? One of the things I saw with Final Fantasy, I think it was like maybe Final Fantasy 7 social media with Expedition 33, is that they said congrats on your release. And clearly Expedition 33, if anyone hasn't seen it, is clearly inspired by games like Final Fantasy 10. Some people have said Legend of Dragoon in there as well. I've never played Legend of Dragoon, so I don't know. But there's clearly inspiration of like older Japanese RPGs. I have to say it like that because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sick and tired of people using the term JRPG, in my opinion, not the right way. And I blame society. I think it's just like society kind of messed up in that sort of sense. I feel like JRPG doesn't mean what it should mean, if that makes sense. And it's just annoying, but I'm not gonna get into that. It's for another debate. Anyway, one of the many reasons why social media and Twitter sucks, because we have, you know, stupid drama and entitlement and all this shit. Anyway, you know, I'm out here liking Final Fantasy, you know, I don't know, 10, and then like I'm out here liking 16 and Remake and Rebirth. They're all Final Fantasy, but they're just different types of games. You know, I don't know. Again, I'm not out there being like, oh, you have to like something. That's not what I'm saying. But I just think it's very disingenuous and also just straight up rude, right? When there are clearly people, like, a game sold well, right? Maybe you could argue, okay, maybe not as well as some games in the past, maybe, whatever, there's different factors, but regardless, if someone enjoys something, let them enjoy it. Why do you feel the need to bring drama around such a thing, you know? You can just say, I really like this, and then leave it at that. But someone feels the need to be like, nah, we need to bring drama into this. Let's shit on this. As if to say, like, the companies are gonna listen to you having a temper tantrum on Twitter. Like, come on now. Like, if you really... Okay, I'm slipping up here. Oh, hello, Dark Alan. I see you there. I'll read your comment in a second. If you really want companies to, like, even consider... you know, like, maybe considering changing things, the best way to do it, in my opinion, is to show it with your wallet. If you're not happy with something, if there's a game that comes out that just doesn't interest you, just don't buy it. You can moan and scream and shout, but to me, it's just kind of like, why would you listen to someone who's moaning and screaming and shouting? Because, again, you just sound babyish, immature. I'm not taking you seriously, buddy. Again, share an opinion and do it in a mature, respectful way. But if you're just kind of sounding like a dick, then I'm just going to ignore you. I'm just going to laugh and just I'm just gonna go back to the games that I'm enjoying and having fun, and that's it. You know, again, I just wish the community, and it's not everyone, but I just, you know, this shit is coming up because this game's coming out, and a lot of people are like, man, it kind of feels like old Final Fantasy. God, remember when Final Fantasy used to be good and now it's shit? And it's just like, yeah, all right, well, if you don't like it, you don't like it, but it's just, you know, it's not nice, right? Regardless of how you feel about a company's direction, I'm more thinking of, well, other people like these games, so, you know, cut some slack. Like, leave them alone, right? You don't have to agree, but just let people enjoy what they enjoy. Because then all you have is just this stupid arguments of, well, this is shit because this person said that the thing that I liked is shit. Like, I bet you anything, if someone legit did not like Expedition 33, there'd be so much riot. People would be like, what the fuck? You're wrong. No, they're not wrong. Because it's their opinion. They can't be wrong. Just like you liking the game isn't wrong either. There's no right or wrong here. You know? There's all sorts of different video games, right? And not all games are for everyone. Look at me. I'm picky as fuck when it comes to video games. I admit that. I'm hella picky. I'm trying to be a lot more open when I play video games. I really am. But that's one thing I can say is that I'm not a purist. I'm not someone who's like, I have to play turn-based and only turn-based because anything else other than turn-based is shit. You know? Dude, I gave Crash of the Titans a chance. I heard, right, of how people are like, nah, man, Crash of the Titans just isn't it. But I also know there are a bunch of people who actually like Crash of the Titans. And I wanted to give that game the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what, look, I don't like where it's going, right? I don't like where it's going, but I'm at least going to give it a chance, you know? I'm at least going to try. Dude, I try bad games all the time. Quote unquote bad games, but you know what I mean. Like games that perhaps seem like they might not be very good, or I might personally not enjoy them. I've played Sonic games, dude. 06. Shadow. I like Shadow. I don't think it's the best game ever, but I like it. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot about Shadow that frustrates me, but I still find some enjoyment out of it. Same with Heroes. My controversial opinion is that I like Heroes. Does Heroes have problems? Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, does Heroes have problems? Oh yeah. Oh, it does. Did I? Like it has problems. There are things I don't like about Heroes. But I also just generally find some sort of enjoyment out of it. Anyway, just wish people are just, you know, are less of a dick about things. And like I say, lifting something up instead of just like, hey, you know, I gotta be negative here. Because again, I'm sure that the team, right, don't want people shitting on Final Fantasy, considering they were literally inspired by Final Fantasy. They literally said, like, oh my god, we're big fans, responding to Final Fantasy's social media team. It's like, yeah, like, you know? I don't know. Again, people don't like change. That's part of the problem with the human race, is that we do not like change. I'm no different. If there's something I really, really, really like, and then there's a sudden shift, and it's so much of a change that I'm like, nah, man, this is not it. I get it. I'd be like, you know, I get bummed out. When I watch a YouTuber for said content, and then they suddenly have a drastic shift and they don't do that content anymore, if I'm still interested in that content, I initially subscribe. But I'm not going to moan about it. Or be like, oh man, remember when this YouTuber used to actually not suck? Now they suck. I see that on Twitter as well. People feel the need to express their opinion on a YouTuber that they used to like and now they don't. And it's not even like drama around that you know, it's not even drama surrounding that YouTuber. It's just they don't like the direction of their content now. They haven't personally hurt them or pissed in their Cheerios. They're just like, man, I remember when you used to do actual shit that I liked. And it's like, okay, but why do you feel the need to express that on social? Why do you need to be a dick about it on social media? But also, some people at the YouTubers have to say, I need you to look at my I need to look at my, sorry, constructive criticism is probably what they call it, and be like, hey, I wish you didn't suck anymore. I don't subscribe to you anymore, by the way. I just want to let you know. It's like, that's what it sounds like. It just sounds like whiny people. You know? It just sounds like whiny people. So I'm not going to take you seriously. Be respectful, you know? That's what I... Anyway. As moral of the story, stay off social media because it fucking sucks. Anyway, Darkan, how are you? I think I finally said what I wanted to say. I did not plan to rant as much as I did. I really didn't, so I apologize for that. But listen, as I said, we talk about anything, as Darkham will attest to, because he's been in the streams recently. We talk about all sorts, so... You know, another day, another conversation about being single, probably. Not necessarily. That, listen, it just happened to be like that, but it doesn't have to be like that. I won't bring it up unless you do. So there you go. There you go. But yeah. I'm glad that there's a new game by a completely new team that is getting mostly praised. That's great. Get it all out of your chest. Yeah. I gotta gotta flex my chest, you know what I'm saying? If you've got it, flaunt it, you know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, anyway. Croc. Let's see if we... Oh, God, I've made a mistake. Save. Oh, my God. Sorry. Don't do it again, you twat face. That's me, by the way. I'm not insulting Croc. I'm calling myself a twat face. Stop messing around. All right. I came here to get lives, and I'm losing them. What am I doing? I don't know how to play this game. I'm fake. I'm a fake fan. Please. Oh my God, I made it. I didn't want to wait. There we go. I lost 2 lives and gained 2, I guess. Alright, well. It is what it is. Oh my God. Okay, I did not actually mean to do that either, but that's okay. That's alright. Whoop. I'll definitely try it. I definitely will consider trying the game at some point. It'll be no different when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. Oh my God. Oh man. Sometimes glitches can be fun in video games. Sometimes they break your game completely or soft lock you, and then you're like, damn, I forgot to save. That's fun. Speaking of Final Fantasy, I'm replaying Remake. The game I won't shut up about. Before I replay Rebirth. Well, I haven't done hard mode. That's what I need to do. I'm more worried about my PS5 dying, to be honest. Honestly, when Remake Part 3 comes out, my PS5 might be dead by then, and I might have to get a new one. Which would suck, but... Well, if it comes out in 2027, which is what a lot of people think it will, maybe PS6 will come out. Maybe PlayStation 6 will come out by then. I mean, put it this way, there'll definitely be like there's definitely gonna like release a triple pack with all 3 games on it. Oh god. You know what I mean? They definitely will. And it will most likely be on PlayStation 6 or whatever. Oh god. What am I doing? What was the first ever glitch you found yourself? Oh, I don't know. Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I found myself specifically that I didn't like look up. Ooh. I don't know. Actually. If I had to guess, it would probably be like... It'd probably be one of the Sonic games on... Like, one of like the old Sonic games, like Sonic 1 or something. Just because I played those games a lot, right? Like, a lot. But I couldn't tell you... Because that would have been years ago. It would have been like, probably like, you know, the first years of me playing these games. So I couldn't tell you, really. First glitches, eh? Trying to think, actually. I was, you know what, I was gonna say something, but I don't think it's fair for me to say, because I was gonna say something that was kind of debug related, but then I'm like, well, but that's debug. Debug is breaking the game anyway, so I don't think it's really, because I did a lot of that, right? I did a lot of that. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I can't even say if this is one of the early glitches, but I probably had some glitches in Digimon World back in the day. But the problem is that, you know, I started playing video games when I was around 5. I didn't play Digimon World till 2 years later, so there's more likely I found the glitch in some other game before then, but I just can't remember. Years ago, man. Long time ago. Good question, though. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Alright. I need to focus here. I definitely need to focus here. But if you can think of any glitches yourself, be sure to let me know. If anything comes to mind for yourself or anyone in the chat. If you can think of any like fun glitches, you know. Because, you know, honestly, there's a lot of PS1 jank, right? So I feel like there's a good chance that you may have stumbled upon something, like even just like a glitchy collision or something on the PS1. I feel like there's a lot of jank in PS1 games, right? Wait. Okay. All right. Ooh. All right. Okay. Right. Oh God. I forgot that was for. I forgot it was for. There we go. Had to sacrifice a life, but we did it. That is 6, right? Yeah, cool. All right. Wait, if you did it yesterday, you can do it today. What? You quoting Shia LaBeouf? Like what? Yesterday, you said tomorrow. Does this dog still glitch? I wasn't paying attention. Maybe. Alright. I found myself using the tank control still. I got a bit confused. Are you feeling alright, Darkhand? You confusing me with somebody else? No, I did not stream yesterday. I very rarely stream, so these days. I gotta find the drive and the time to. I gotta feel like I want to, you know. But honestly, I kind of feel better for sort of streaming whenever. I sort of, if I kind of have the mojo, the groove to do it. If I feel like I want to do it, great. But if I don't, then that's also fine as well, because this is just a hobby at the end of the day. And it will always be a hobby, and that, you know, so. That's how it should be. It's different if it was actually work, but it's not, so, you know. Do love this soundtrack, though. Always praise the soundtrack of this game. I do like Croc 2's soundtrack, but I think Croc 1 soundtrack is the best, right? Out of the two. I mean, who knows? Never say never, but if they do Croc 2, okay, yeah, the dog still glitches. I don't know. I was just thinking that there's a small chance that they might consider doing a completely new Croc game, like a Croc 3. But I feel like that's kind of high expectations at the moment. Let's just see if Croc 1 meets their expectations, whatever those might be. And let's just see if Croc 2 comes out at some point. We'll just see what happens, right? One step at a time. Gotta see if there's interest, right? Again, I feel like most people wanted the first game more than the second. I could be wrong, but I feel like the first overall done a lot better, was received a lot better, I think, than Croc 2. I think so, anyway. But I'm just kind of, I'm throwing it out there because I don't really remember. I think I did a little bit of research on it before in the past for a video, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But just kind of throwing it out there. Anyone's welcome to correct me. If there's any Croc enthusiastics in the chat, I don't think there is, but there might be. Or on the archive on YouTube when this is all said and done. I don't know. No, this isn't. Okay, I was just thinking about something. Let me get some crystals. All the days are the same most days. Oh. Honestly, relatable. Sad, but relatable. Oh god. Every day is the same. Same thing, different day. I tell you, man. I was talking to my buds the other day, and they're not doing so good either, really. Like themselves, like, you know. Again, I've talked about some of my personal life in the past, but I'm trying not to, and it's not so much that I'm embarrassed or anything like that, but I also know that no one wants to hear that. You're not here to listen to me, you know, moan or, you know, me be negative about why I'm not happy with how things are in my life. And I also, to be honest, don't really want to talk about it. So I try not to talk about it. It can be difficult sometimes when people want to ask how you are. And, you know, that meme where, like, you know, you just have to tell them that you're fine, but you're actually not fine. And like, the sad piano music starts playing, you know. It's like, you just tell them what they want to hear, because you don't really want to talk about what you're actually going through, you know. You don't really want to talk about it. And I think people have to respect that. Some people want to talk about their problems, some people don't. Again, for me, streaming and playing video games, recording all this is partly an escape. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but it is partly an escape. So the last thing I personally want to do is to come on here and talk about the shit that I'm trying to escape from. Do you see what I mean? Sometimes you have a lot of emotions and you need to get them out. And sometimes talking is a way of you getting them out. But I just don't really want to do it here. You know what I mean? I don't want to do it here. Sometimes it can just be tough. But, you know, like, I mean, who knows? If I was doing like a lifestyle channel or something, talking about my life, maybe. But I'm out here just trying to play video games, man, and kind of entertain, I guess. While also just kind of talking about whatever, you know? I always tell people, like, if anyone wants to talk about their issues or problems, I'm more than open to, like, listen, right? If you just need someone to just, like, listen, or if you just want to, hopefully, because one of the things I said in the past is, I hope that if even one person comes to my stream, whether they smile or laugh at me or with me, right? If they're having a bad day and it maybe cheers them up a little bit, right? They get something out of my streams or any of my videos, then I've done my job. Whether it's they need a recommendation for a video game, or whether they just need a little bit of a pick-me-up, need a little bit of a laugh. If any of my stupid shenanigans does that to you, then it makes me feel like my hobby is also a bit fulfilling in that sort of sense, right? Where it is just a hobby, but I also do just want to share my passion for video games as many other people do, and hopefully find like-minded individuals, you know? Just have fun, celebrate video games, you know? Alright, well, yeah. That's kind of what I set out to be anyway. I never set out to say I'm like the best streamer or like a pro gamer. If anything, I usually joke about being a pro gamer. I usually joke about it. But, you know, when it comes to Croc, I'm a pro gamer, of course, naturally. You know, it is what it is. I've labbed this game since the day I came out of my mum's womb. And, you know, naturally, I just knew how to beat Croc, man. It was just, it's in my blood. It's like, I was born for this. You know what I'm saying? And now that I've beaten Croc, I kind of just don't know what to do with myself. I kind of lost all purpose in my life, so I'm just playing it again. And again. Oh, thank God for the remaster, man. I was almost dead until the remaster came. Anyway. I'm silly, but if anyone likes my silliness, then I appreciate it. But if you don't like my silliness, that's also fine. You know, you can tell me how annoying I am and whatnot, because I get it. There are some people I can't watch because I don't really get their humor, or, you know, I don't really get what they're putting down, you know, and that's fine. I'm not going to tell them, I'm not going to have a go at them or moan or anything like that. I'll just be like, I'm just not going to watch their content, you know. It's alright. I can be a lot sometimes. So my mum says. And my dad, probably. We're your therapist? You know what? We're each other's therapists, because actually affording a therapist, dude, like costs so much money. So much money. So expensive, dude. Because I can tell you right now, our free healthcare is shit. Especially when it comes to, like, mental health. My God. It's so bad. It's so bad. This country's mental health sucks. We don't know what to do. You know, we don't know how to deal with mental health. We just kind of give people tablets and hope for the best. But when it doesn't work, they don't know what to do. When medication doesn't work, they're like, well, fuck me, I don't know. Do you want to talk to someone? Sometimes talking works, but again, when talking and medication is enough, you don't have to go and get a therapist, but then you probably have to then go and you have to afford a therapist, and usually that's private, right? So you have to be able to fork out money to go see a therapist, and that's on the whim that the therapist that you do see is actually helpful. And if they're not, your only other option is to see another therapist. It's not good. Long story short, it kinda sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? Croc Legend of the Gobbos, dude. This remaster is pretty great. It is pretty great. And if you haven't played this yet, if you're considering playing this game, giving it a try, maybe you're waiting for a price drop, that's totally fine. But I hope at some point you consider picking this game up, giving it some love. Because I always said that Croc, okay, you could argue he's kind of average platformer. He's mostly, the first game is mostly pure platforming though, which is really what we want. But I think that Croc has the potential to be a really, really, really good platformer, you know? And again, you think there's a small chance that the team at Argonaut may in the future do an original Croc game, right? Get like and with their new learnt experience, right? We could get an incredible new, you know, brand new 3D platformer. You never know. I'm not saying we are. I'm just saying we could, right? It's a possibility. I never would have thought about it, you know. I thought Croc 3 ship would have sailed, but there's a small chance. Again, we need to see if Croc 2 comes out first before anything else, and then we'll see, right? Because again, I don't personally think Croc 2 will do as well as Croc 1, but I could be wrong, and I honestly hope I am, but we'll see. We're not even there yet, right? We're not even there yet, so. From above. From above. Thank God these dudes can't aim up. Oh, sorry, aim down. They only aim in one direction. Is there a law as to why the villain's a bad guy? Well, you mean like the main head honcho of this game? Not really. He's just kind of, I guess he is just kind of bad for the sake of bad. I mean, to me it's no different than Bowser, really. Right? He just, for some reason, Bowser just wants to kidnap the princess and I guess be the king of the Mushroom Kingdom. I don't know. He's just he's kind of a dictator, kind of like how Eggman is he's just a conqueror. He wants to like kind of take over the world and shit. And I don't think Baron Dante wants to take over the world, but it's a pretty simplistic plot. It's just kind of like, hey, this guy's, in a way, he's just kind of a bully. He just, for some reason, he just wants to kidnap, he sort of torment the Gobbos, kidnap the king, and just, I don't know, just because he can, you know? This is kind of it. just because he can, in a way, you know? It's really not that deep. This game is not that deep, you know what I mean? It's not. It's just like, hey, look, bad guy shows up, kidnaps Croc's family, and it's like, heh, come and get me. That's kind of it. That really is it. You know, for the most part. Yeah. Bowser, but if he didn't have anyone to love. Anyone to love. Bowser loves? Who does he love? Or do you mean like he loves his son? Or are we getting into like the whole like Bowser potential obsession with Peach type of shit? Like when we say, oh god, oh I did this last time. I need to go back. It's like, do we dare explore this topic? I don't know. Fuck. I mean, I don't know if Bowser loves Peach. That's debatable, I guess. But I also don't really want to get into it. But I get what you mean. Like, he's always constantly kidnapping her. So you must think he must like her. And I mean, I haven't played Odyssey, but I pretty much know what happens at the end. And at the end, he wants to marry her. So I guess he does love her, right? He must do if he wants to marry her in that game. I guess. Although, I feel like that's the first... I guess it's the first time... Oh, the Mario movie? Okay, you know what? That's fair. I guess that's we'll say that's Mario movie Bowser specifically, right? That's Mario movie Bowser specifically. Yeah, I mean he is definitely a kind of Mario movie Bowser is just he's just like the ultimate Peach simp. Let's be honest. He is basically just a Princess Peach simp. It's kind of I would admit it is kind of funny. It is funny. No offense to Jack Black, but I don't think he should start a singing career. But you know, but hey, he's just a simp. He's just a Peach simp. I get it. I'm a Tifa simp. I get it. You know. Especially since Ever Crisis is currently doing a fun fun event where all of the well, not all, but like when a bunch of Final Fantasy VII characters have gone to high school, and so now I have something I never knew I needed, which was high school Tifa. I literally have Tifa in high school uniform, and I'm like, yes, all of my yes, I yes. Like, yes, this is a thing, right? Technically, officially published by Square. You know, it's not like canon, but I'm still saying, like, we have official, like, you know, illustration and like an actual in-game models of Tifa in high school uniform, dude. I am a simp. I am a Tifa simp, dude. My God. He has sort of a singing career. Yeah, well, like I said, I don't think he... Yeah. I don't think his voice is bad, but I don't think it's great either. Is what I'm trying to say. But that's just... Oh my God. But that's just my opinion. Of course. As you know. More of the story. But that's just my opinion, man. Now he's in the Minecraft movie. He's kind of everywhere, almost. I feel like. I'm sure we'll eventually get a Mario movie too, right? I think I might have heard that. I don't know if it's been officially announced, but I heard rumors about apparently they are working on one. But I don't know. I feel like it hasn't been like officially announced. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it has been officially announced. I forget. Who knows? Maybe there was a Nintendo Direct and they are like, you know, Shigeru Miyamoto was like, oh yes, we're definitely working on a sequel. I mean, of course there's going to be a sequel. The Mario movie did way too well. That's like assuming that there wouldn't be a sequel to the Sonic movies. Of course there is. Sonic sells incredibly, you know? Of course. Like, no brainer. Do you like money? Then make another movie, you know? Like, do you like money? You like money, don't you? Do you like lots of money? Oh yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah. Yeah. The Jack Black and Chris Pratt movie. Wait, no, they have a movie already. Yeah, it's called Mario. It's called the Mario movie. Or do you mean that Chris Pratt and Jack has been in another movie together? Which, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, right? They're actors. It's like how you have like Idris Elba and like Keanu Reeves. You have like Cyberpunk, and then like now they're voicing characters in like the Sonic movies, you know. And for all I know, which I'm not fully familiar, they might even be in other stuff that I don't know of, you know. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, buddy. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. I hope we get Shadow Chaos Control on the big screen, though, at some point. Because we didn't get it. It's like my slight spoiler, I guess. Sonic movie's been out for a while, so I feel like I might be okay in saying this. The one thing that Shadow didn't do was his literal signature move. I would argue more signature than the Chaos Spear. The one thing he didn't do is Chaos Control. And I can only hope that the reason why he didn't do it is because they're saving it for like another movie or something, or a Shadow spin-off. I don't know. But again, it's kind of his signature move, but it wasn't in the movie. And that's probably like my only gripe with Shadow, is that he didn't do his iconic move. It's like if Sonic didn't do the spin dash. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You know? It's like, huh? It's like, huh? What? When a character doesn't do the thing that they're known for, it's a little weird, you know? It's like, okay. Alright. It's like, oh, we're gonna get Chaos Speed before Chaos Control. That's interesting. That's a choice. But hey, we'll see eventually when Sonic... Well, I don't think Shadow's actually going to be in Sonic Movie 4, to be honest, because he's not going to be the focus, clearly, but... I guess he might be, but... Again, I can see it, see it, like, potentially being a situation where maybe there's going to be, like, a Shadow the Hedgehog episode, like, with Knuckles, like the Knuckles show, but... Although, again, I don't know if I'd want, like, Chaos Control in the show, because the production is not as high, and I don't know if I'd want the whole Black Doom thing in a show either. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll actually just do a Shadow the Hedgehog movie. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I've not watched the Sonic movies. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Darken, if you gotta have a reason to, right? If you're not really into Sonic, oh bollocks! I wasn't focused. If you're not someone who's really into Sonic, or not into Sonic that much, then there's a good chance you're not really too bothered about seeing the movies anyway. Or unless you just haven't got around to seeing them, right? There's also that you might have just not have gotten around to see them, which is also fair enough. But yeah, I remember someone was saying like they watched the movie, but they admit that they probably didn't enjoy it nowhere near as like a long-time Sonic fan. They're not really a Sonic fan, but they still watched the movie. They thought it was okay. But they didn't really think much of it. And again, they said, like, probably if they were a Sonic fan, they would probably enjoy it much more. But they just kind of like, sure, you know, it was okay, you know. Which, yeah, again, it's mostly for the fans. So, you know, unless you are not currently a Sonic fan, then it may not appeal to you, right? Or it might do, you never know. But there's got to be that interest, right? It's got to have that interest. I just haven't gone around to it. Fair enough. I know they're available on various, like, you can get them on streaming services, or you can get them like on Blu-ray and stuff, right? At this point. Is the movie free out on like Blu-ray yet? I don't know. It might be. I'm not sure. Actually, I think it might be. I think so. Yeah. It's on Netflix. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. All right. Movie free's on Netflix. So then, yeah. Okay. You know, I would know that if I actually checked my Netflix, but I don't very often. It's not, okay, it's not my Netflix, it's my family, my parents' Netflix, but my mum mostly got it from my dad, and basically said, hey, if there's anything I want to watch on Netflix, I can. I don't watch TV too often, really. I used to when I was younger, but not so much now. Honestly, most of my watches come from YouTube these days. I don't even watch Twitch that much. I would admit, I feel like I might need stream recommendations, perhaps, for Twitch. But I really... I don't know if it's just like an age thing or if I'm just losing interest in things, but I almost feel like I don't really know what I want to watch these days, if that makes sense. I very rarely, like, I don't look for new subscribers on YouTube. You know what I mean? I don't really do things like that anymore. I just kind of stick to whoever I've got. But if I get bored of someone, I just unsubscribe. But very rarely do I, these days, I look around for people to watch. You know, I just do something else or whatever, you know? It's like, doesn't happen often, not anymore. Oh dear. And I'm sure I'm missing out on a bunch of stuff to watch. I just haven't gotten around to really trying stuff. I mean, Sonic Prime, I never watched that. I could, but I've never watched it. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I should try it. I have now, with friends, started watching old nostalgic YouTubers. Oh, that's neat. Sort of craving that sort of old school era. I guess you just like feeling like nostalgic for it. Kind of how like I'm always nostalgic to play older games, especially since I kind of think older games are better. I feel like I played way more older games than I have ever in like newer games, and like, you know, I mean, I'll give the PS5 the benefit of the doubt. I used the PS5 way more than I thought I would, but I think it's because I primarily put stuff that does come out on the PS5 on the PS5, right? It's just the newest console I have, so everything just goes on it, right? A lot of third parties, not actual first parties. I need to buy more Switch games, legitimately. I'm getting a Switch too, but I need to actually buy more base Switch games. The sad part is that I don't, with all this like Switch 2 prices, I don't know, do we think that the Switch 2 prices will affect current Switch games? Do you think the Switch games will go up in price? Because if they will, then it might be worth trying to get Switch games now, because they'll go up in price and you'll have to pay more for them. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Do a giveaway for a Switch 2? Hell no. Do you think I'm made of money? Hell no. Do I look like insert very, 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 very popular streamer with lots of money and gets donations in the thousands? Hell nah. I'm poor, bro. The only reason why I'm able to afford a Switch 2 is because I'm good with the money I have. Because I save up the little money I have and put it away, and then eventually, you know, I have money that I'm like, oh, you know what, I've got money, I can afford it. But you're talking to a guy who very rarely buys new games because I literally just cannot afford it. And if I do buy a new game and it's like a big AAA game, it was probably the only game I will buy the entire year. I ain't rich, bro. No, ain't no way. Now, unless Nintendo want to contact me and give me a free Switch 2, sure, I'll do a giveaway, but I ain't giving away mine. You're crazy. And no, I'm not going to tell you about my uncle who works for Nintendo either. I'm stingy like that. He will not tell you. He will not tell you his secrets. He will not. I refuse. You will never know. And I realize I'm really dark right now because the sun is set. Hold on. Give me 1 second. There we go. That's a bit better. That's better, right? Brighton? Brighton. That's better. Let there be light. That's because the sunset, that's all. We're good. We're good. But yeah, the Switch 2's release is going to be interesting, is what I will say. It's going to be very interesting. Can I not... maybe I can't. Hang on. No, I can. If you get Epic Games, you will have a new game every week, though. Epic Games. I do not subscribe to Epic Games. I mean, you could say the same thing for Game Pass. Right? I don't have an Xbox. Though I have heard that there might be a way to get Game Pass even if you don't have an Xbox. I don't know how that works, though. I don't know how you play them if you don't actually have an Xbox, but... Is this right? Must be. I remember this stage. But to be fair, I have heard that Game Pass is probably worth it if you can afford it. Guess what's on Game Pass? That new RPG. So, I mean, if you're subscribed to Game Pass, you get it for free. Technically. I mean, you know, you're paying for Game Pass, but that includes that game, is what I'm trying to say, right? So, I mean, if you've got Game Pass, you don't have to pay extra for that game, right? I guess the only downside to Game Pass, and this is the same with like any sort of subscription, like, you know, PSN, Xbox Live, whatever, is that you don't really own your games. And I know there's a lot of debate about physical media as well, but you know what I mean? Like, as soon as you unsubscribe from those services, you lose access to those games. You don't own them. It's basically like as long as you pay money for that subscription, you have access to that game. But as soon as you stop, that's it, you know? You're donezo. That's the only downside to stuff like that. Hang on. Oh, really? So can you tell me how does that work, Darkan? Does that come through Steam, or is it just like an Xbox service that is just on PC? How does that work? Generally curious, because I actually don't know. Because again, I've never owned an Xbox console, so I've never experienced any of this sort of stuff. So I actually don't know. Yes, it's a level you never used it. Oh. Fair enough. all right, fair enough. Wrong person to ask. Yeah, okay. No, I was just curious, really. Yep, this level we got stuck on. And I beat it first try this time. I think I just got a little bit too antsy, I think. I don't know. Just got a little too antsy. I mean, I will just say we're making pretty good progress. I know, like, I started an hour earlier, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I started an hour earlier, and we've got about... If I want to finish by 10, I've got about an hour and a half. And honestly, I think I'm in a good position to potentially beat it by 10. But we'll see. Again, we shall see. Knowing my luck, that won't happen, but we shall see. Oh crap. You kind of jinx it? Nah, it's fine. Alright about it. Pro gamer, remember? Oh, I can actually see the platform over there. Never bothered to actually really look. Could probably make it with the air glitch. Probably. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Marbles have been lost, but they have been lost for a long time. Can anyone find my marbles? I don't know where my marbles are. I wonder what that was. You guys probably wouldn't hear it, but I just had like a random lump. That's right. We're good. But yeah, man. I don't know. I guess the randomly, I'm just gonna cap this off to randomly cap up this Final Fantasy VII high school event that I was talking about, right? You know, it's not canon. It's just a bit of fun. But lately, Evercrossers has definitely been kind of lacking for me, right? It is a gacha game. You take what you can get, but something like this random high school event is something that I wish they do have a bit more fun with, right? I think while it's a gacha game, don't take it too seriously. Like, you don't want to, you know, a lot of people are already annoyed that they're doing like news like Sephiroth lore in a mobile game, and we may never get it in like a mainline. Like, some people are hoping that we might get some of that in remake part 3, but we don't know. But at the moment, it's locked behind a mobile gacha game, right? That not everyone wants to play. So essentially, what people do is that they wait for like the whole like episodes to come out, and they wait for the episode to come out and then watch it on YouTube. And I can't blame people for that, but you know, I also understand people's frustration with it being locked behind a MOBA, you know, a gacha game. You got lump. Oh, yeah, like a loud sound. That's what I mean. We call that lumping. Not like a lump of coal. like a loud sound. We call that lumping. Like, what was that lump? That means it was like some sort of loud sound. Like maybe someone dropped something fell over, you know. Something very loud hit the ground or something like that. I guess I never really considered if it was something that people would know. I mean, I don't know if I could say it. It's probably not an American saying. It's probably a British saying, I suppose. I never really considered it, to be honest. Again, when you think about like the sort of words you grow up with, the sayings, you're just like, oh yeah, you're just lump. Everybody knows what a lump is. Well, no, not everyone does. You know. I'm sure there are some like Scottish terms that I don't know. You know, that Footloose would be like, oh, you know, yeah, this or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oops. British. Yeah. I don't know. I'm American. I'm an American alien after all. Oh no, the ghost. The ghost trying to approach me and he got leery. I asked him a question and it vanished in a second and I slipped off again. I had to itch. I should have paused. Really. Ugh. Oh my god, no. Thank fuck. That I actually nearly screwed up there. That would have been horrible. Because I'd have to do the entire stage again. Because I remember, unless they changed it, but in the original, if the ghost got the key and you tried to, you know, death reset, the key's just permanently gone. So you were forced to start the entire stage again just to get to this point. You can't lose a life and respawn the key. The key's just gone. Which really sucked. I used to be really bad at that. Like, mini-game challenge sort of thing. Really bad at that. And I was like, oh man, like every time the key would just be gone. And I'd be really, really sad. I'd be a sad boy. Okay, sure, whatever. Sure, whatever. Sure, whatever. Whatever. Nah. Nah. Ouch. Excuse me? Okay. Not sure what happened there. And now I have an itchy throat. An itchy throat is the worst. Because you literally cannot itch it. It is the worst. I always found it a little bit random that there was a lava like level within the desert, because we already had Volcano World. So I kind of assumed that this should probably just be like the desert mud stuff. But instead it's just lava, and it's like, okay, it's just more lava. It's like, alright. You should have, like, I feel like this would have fit in the other world, but you know, very minor. But you know what I mean? It's like, oh hey, like we're using this asset again. But yeah. The little things I just noticed. I mean, things I've noticed before, but no one ever listens to me. Maybe the lava spilled a bit over to the desert. Sure, but there's also the issue of the snow world in between that. You know what I mean? Like, and there was no lava in that. Don't worry about it. It's just lava here for some reason as well. It's fine. Oh, gotta go fast for a second. Gotta go fast for a second. Never mind. Gotta go die. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. I gotta go die. Quickest way to my death. Jesus. Go, go, go. Press a switch. Jesus. Give me a anxiety. And that sucks. I don't get anxiety very often, but when it happens, and I've experienced it, man, it's rough. It is rough. Hey. And we're doing alright. We're doing alright, you know. It's alright. A little bit of a pro Croc gamer. I just can't remember every single stage, so I'm a fraud. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Croc fraud. Hey! Sounds so happy. Hey! I'm gonna have to ruin his day, though. I mean, Croc... You know, like, Croc is, like, baby game, because you don't, like... The enemies don't go away forever. They come back. So you're not, like, killing them. You're just kind of dispelling them, in a way. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I tail whip. Goodbye. Magic. But then they just come back, you know? There we go. Wait, wait, wait. There we go. There's the strat. Sound like a Shy Guy? I don't know what Shy Guys sound like in Mario, to be honest. I didn't know Shy Guys made sounds. Unless you mean like it just sounds like a guy who's shy. I don't know. You know, that's one game I need to play, is Mario Odyssey. Still haven't played that. Listen, Nintendo's expensive. You have to understand. And I wish they weren't. I wish they would actually... I wish their games would actually go on sale. It makes it hard for me to be a physical user when it comes to Nintendo. Let me tell you. Especially since with everything what they're doing with the whole physical cartridge shit for the Switch 2. It almost really sounds practically pointless to be physical with Nintendo Switch. Switch 2 specifically. Imagine the ghost stole your key. Like if you ran into the ghost again, imagine the ghost just literally robs your key. Like jacks you and just like steals it. Can you imagine? I'd be mad. I'd be fuming. Just steal your key. Shy Guy sounds like a guy who makes noises. All right, so it's very not specific. It's very vague. All right. Oh, here we go. Worst boss in the game, but you know what? It's not as bad now. In my opinion, I'm actually glad I did. I watched someone review the remaster, and they actually said they preferred the controls, the controls of the swimming controls, and I was like, oh, interesting. And my first response was like, eh, but then I was like, okay, interesting. I generally find that interesting. I find that more interesting than someone just agreeing with me. I like to hear people's different opinions. They're like, nah, they actually prefer how it was. But I obviously for me, I felt like its biggest problem was the controls, and I'm pretty sure the team at Argonaut agreed. But it is still cool. I still think it's very interesting that there are some people who were perfectly fine with it, and the control's still there, right? It's still there. Which I think is great. So now you have the new control scheme for those who want to try it, or you can just go to the old control scheme. So it hasn't gone anywhere. It's not like you have to choose the modern controls, which I think is great, right? I still think there's a little bit of an issue with like trying to tell when you can hit the enemy, like if you're close enough, if you're not close enough. But at least there's a health bar. It's better than nothing. Sure. We'll take the hit. At least I didn't die like 6 million times this time. Here's Reddit answer. You know, I have no idea what you're referencing. I do not go on Reddit. And honestly, it feels like I'm better for it. It might even be worse than Twitter. And Twitter's pretty bad. I thought we were in the desert. Why is there water? I thought we were in the desert. Why is there lava? I know desert's supposed to be hot, but I didn't know it that hot. What? What? You what, mate? You what? Okay. You what, mate? This secret level was actually kind of hard. I think there's some big jumps that you have to make. Some big jumps. I mean, I guess there could be some. I mean, you think about it, I suppose. A desert is technically. They tend to say that a desert is an ocean that's dried up, right? Technically, that's what they say. That this desert could have could actually just have all been like, ow. You bitch. I did this perfectly. And I did it perfectly because I'm him. Alright. We're back. We're back to Terra. Yeah, this stage also kicked my butt. Last time, I believe. I mean, what? This is the first time I'm doing this. Look, I'm executing it so perfectly. Alright, here we go. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It didn't eat my jump. Whoa, what did I land there? That doesn't usually happen. What? Oh, okay. What happened there? Did I get stun locked? What happened? I had a crystal, but I died. What? Invincibility frames? Hello? What happened there? I call foul, alright? Okay, I guess I'm jumping too early. Listen. It's fine. That's not fine. I'm cooked. Why does that keep happening? Croc, please. You're killing me here. Okay. You know what? I just gotta take a leap of faith. Fuck you! Stupid as the teeny bit. I was about to say. Let's not do this again. Anyway. As expected. I am a pro. Look, I did it. Done. Perfect execution. Couldn't have done it better even if I tried. But I didn't try, you see. And that's why... you know, there was a few mishaps because I wasn't actually trying, you know. It's not really up to my skill level, you know what I'm saying? Like I need to be tested, I need to be challenged, right? My brain is so big, it's gargantuan, it exceeds my skull. You have to understand this. No one can comprehend it, man. You know about an autistic brain, bro? We're pretty clever. Us autistic peeps are pretty clever, man. Let me tell you. I'm so clever, even I don't understand my own brain, you know? It's too good for me. I can't contain its brilliance. I'm so brilliant that I'd probably be rich by now if I knew how to actually use my brain to make that happen. What am I doing? Goodbye, Croc. Nice knowing you. That's that brain. That's that brain working. It's working, all right. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Anyway. Listen. Fuck. I ain't confused. I'm just biding my time. Why did I do that? You know what? I just wanted to hear this music just a little bit longer. That's what I want to do. Hey. Because it's just the title screen, but it's like remixed. It's very good. But he's just dancing to his theme. Don't worry about it. It's good. It's cool, you know. Boom. Croc's just trying to have a bit of fun. Oh, God. Croc, please. Grab the platform, please. Oi. Screw you. In about 15 minutes, it will be 10. Oh, it won't. You're trying to gaslight me. It might, well, sorry, it might be 10 for you, but it won't be 10 for me. I should have stated 10 my time, not your time. 10 my time. I still got like an hour. I still got like an hour and 10 minutes. But I mean, I probably could afford to have a little bit of a leeway. I might be able to go for another half an hour if need be, but I don't want to go any longer than that if I can help it. Oh God, please save me, God. No, I don't believe in God. But why did I do that? Because I'm dumb. Because I don't believe in God. That's why. And that was my first mistake. No, that was my first mistake. You're an hour ahead. Time zones. Time zones. You're living an hour into the future, technically. At least from my perspective, you're an hour into the future. What's it like? Is it any better? Is there anything special? Dunk 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 dunk. Hey, what hit me? You're having a laugh. You're having a giraffe. What hit me? You little... Okay, well, I know what hit me there. Excuse me? Excuse me. Croc? Alright. Chill. Chill. Oh. You see that curve? You see that... Oh, my God. You see that pro... I don't even know what you'd really call it, but, like... I think I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh my God. Wait. Wait. There we go. I nearly didn't pick up the Gobbo. That would have been quite funny, actually. And also incredibly tragic. Hey, look, more lava. Ow. Oh, alright, it's fine. Crystal saved him. Kind of neutral? Well, that's boring. Well, that's kind of boring. You could have just, you know, made something up. Make it, you know. Give me something. Which one is this? Oh, it's just more ghosts, isn't it? It's more ghost, super ghost, kamikaze attack. Thank God he doesn't explode. That would be dark. Just explodes in Croc's face. This ain't no friendly Casper ghost, that's for sure. This ain't no Scooby-Doo ghost either. Okay, grab the balloon. Don't let go, Croc. Alright, we're good. And we're out of here. I will be president? Oh my god. Oh, actually, oh no. Back it up. Back it up. I don't want that job. Nah, you can keep that. No. I need to change my future. I don't like that at all. No, wait. That would also require me going to America. How did that happen? Oh no. Oh no. No, you know what? The Americans have got this. Don't worry about it. They'll be fine. They don't need my help. I was only joking. I'm not actually American. I'm sorry. I know the truth. The truth hurts sometimes. I get it. But I'm actually British. I know. Hard to believe. But at least that's what it says on my birth certificate the last time I checked. That could have been a lie, I suppose. That could have been doctored. I could have been a lie the entire time. Wee! Wee woo, wee woo. Whoa. That was an instant pop out, that was. We just need a Mario sound effect. Whoa. Chill. Chill with the pitchforks. It's I forgot to mention, Baron Dante is like supposed to be like a wizard warlock type of dude. He has like magical powers and stuff, right? It's kind of his whole thing. That's why he can that's why he can like transform like creatures and stuff with his magic. That's basically how he creates, like I say, the boss fights, right? It's that he literally just casts a spell, and then you know, that's it. They transform, and they don't know what they're doing either. They're you know what I mean? Like they're under his bidding. Oh, it's changed. You will be a hippotherapist. Is that even a thing, or did you make that shit up? A hippotherapist. That is not something I expected to read today. But, alright, sure. What? It is an actual job. Hippos need therapy? How does... What? How does that work? Also, why do hippos specifically need therapy? Is there therapy for other animals that I don't know about? The dogs and cats get therapy? Other, like, elephants get therapy? Like, how far does this go? What? Am I learning something new today? What's going on? I pressed jump. You're lying. You're lying to me. But more importantly, you're lying to yourself. And that's the real tragedy. We don't want to lie to ourselves. Do we? Do you? And that's crazy if true. I don't think I actually knew that. I mean, I don't know. You could be fibbing, or you could be telling the truth. I wouldn't know. I gotta wait for this one to come back. So I think I got the box over there, so we should be good. Okay. I don't know if I want to know more because that I don't really understand, but okay. I'm like, what does that mean? Oh, dearie me. Oh my god, I saved myself. I mean, just as planned. Just as planned. Yep. Oh, yeah. Ow. I let him set me on fire because I gave him that false reality that he could actually beat me. But as you can see, Croc don't give two Fs about your flaming shenanigans. But he can't survive a bottomless pit, though. That's beyond his power. There we go. Also, why is he on fire? And why does it go off randomly? Why does it flicker on and off like a light switch? Like, what? How does that work? I guess it must be magical flower, but a flower? Magical flowers, yeah, magical flower girl. Fire. I don't know. How does that work? I just gotta dodge the medieval maces. Wait for it. There we go. That should be... Yep. Alright. He's back. The cousin of the Pac-Man ghost is back. He's back. And I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. I'm pretty sure I took the shortcut. Because I don't care for the crystals, so... Yep. There we go. Gobbo acquired all 6. Let's go. Huh. I mean, sure. I mean, hey man, I don't know how a lot of things work. So I mean, if it's legit and that whatever, you know, yeah. I guess never really consider if animals need therapy. I guess, right? Because I know they use I know they use animals for therapy. Like they use like dogs and stuff, to like help with people, right? Like they're like support dogs. All right, we got the key. But what does it unlock? Oh, well. I guess it's fine. It unlocks it saved the Gobbos. I guess that's fine. Was there a secret? Well, the secret was the key. Yeah, big key. Ow. Ow. Hazoo. You missed. Huh. The more you know, I guess. Huh. Well then. We're learning today on stream. Drop. We are learning the unexpected. Okay. Had to focus for a second there. I'm gonna take this light with me. Oh, I don't need it. Okay. Is there anything here? I forget. Nope. Just wait. No. Ah. Stop mocking me. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. Alright. Jelly. I have not had a gelatin. I haven't had jelly in a long time. Long time. Definitely something I ate more when I was younger. Nope. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. I didn't miss a key, did I? Where's the key over here? I'm trying to remember. I'm assuming... Okay, no, it's just over here. Yeah. Gotcha. I didn't remember, so... I guess I could have gotten this Gobbo... I could have gotten this Gobbo sooner, I suppose. Oh, this jumps a bit. There we go. Nice. A bit easy is what I was going to say. But I don't think it needed to be mentioned, you know. I think we're good on that. Do 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 do. The key is right behind us. Convenient. Going for it. Let's go. Let's go. We're at 4. If Gobbo might be... No. Not in there. Oh my god, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! That's why I am the GOAT. Oh, yeah. Yep, that, yeah, Anyway, that never happened, so don't worry about it. It's okay. Just gotta lock in a little bit, you know? That's alright, just gotta... Turn on the skill level to 10. That's the highest is 10, by the way, in case you were wondering. Lock the fuck in. Grab the key. Little round. Why did I do that? I will never know, but I have the key already. I want to point out I have the key already. So, unless he can steal it from me, we should be good. That's fine. You can have the crystals. I've got the key, so we're fine. Okay. I don't know if it's just like... I think it might actually be the load... Because of the loading... That I actually just careen off like that. Because I never careened off like that in the original. I think it's actually because it's running so quickly now. that just me just holding the stick down, I just walk off the edge. Which I never had that issue in the original. Literally, I think because of frame rate. Literally because it was a slower game. But with these modern controls and how fast the game loads, when you spawn in, if you're holding the direction button down, you can just careen off the edge. That's something I gotta be incredibly aware of. You know, I gotta be careful. Thank God I got the key though. In Greek, horse means hippo. That's why it's called that. Oh, okay. We need to replenish our lives just a little bit, I think. I'm gonna leave those boxes there though. Alright, Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack. Stand in the corner. He'll never get us. He will never get us. He will never get us. Very easy. Oh. Again. Stay in the corner. Easy. Boom. Boom. Not that there was ever any doubt. Defeato burrito! I don't think I've ever had a burrito. I wanted to try one though. Defeato burrito. I don't really get why it's called Defeato burrito, but that's what they called it. I don't know why, but I don't really get it. But sure, I don't think that's really a pun, kind of. No, maybe, I don't know. It's like Delito Blue. Vegito Blue. Delito Blue. It's like, okay, alright. Whatever you say, Vegito, Delito. I don't get it, but, you know. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I don't need to. But this is just for crystals, right? Yeah, I mean... Oh my god. Alright. I want hearts, and I know crystals can lead to hearts, but... I need to collect a lot of them. Water. Yes, must drink plenty of water. Speaking of plenty of water, I've been slacking actually, I think. Although, I shouldn't really be drinking too much this late, really, because that just makes you get up for a toilet at night. But actually, good shot. I'm not mad. Just slightly irritated. Ow. And you. Leave me alone. Stop being a bully. I said... Up, up. They respawn quite quickly as well. Quite quickly. Hey. All right, that's World Freedom. Tower power. That is a pretty cool name for a level, though. The Tower of Power. The Tower of Power. Bowser wishes his... That's what his castle was actually called. The Tower of Power. A couple of lives. Let's just try not to lose them. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Ugh, I've got like an itchy nose now. Ugh. Just thought I'd share that with the class. Nice. I've got another jobs. Are you just looking up random? Are you just looking up like obscure? Oh yeah, that's right. Are you just looking up like obscure jobs? Like jobs that no one ever like talks about or knows about? Like strange and unusual jobs. Damn, I got crushed. That's my fault. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice. Yes, jeez. I didn't know it was that boring. I apologize. Hang on, push this a little bit more. Is that enough? I can't push that anymore. What? Okay. All right. All right. He stopped when the fetish just started happening. He's like, "Oh, I'm stop going down this rabbit hole, man. I didn't know this just took a dark time, bro." Said something about sniffing some weird shit, huffing copium shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Is that a drug I never even heard of? Bro, I think you made that shit up. What is happening? What is happening? Ooh. Ooh. What is happening? Here we go. Ah, this is the gear section. That's right. I just like the random little googly eyes. It definitely reminds me of Mario. Not Mario. Yeah, Mario with the googly eyes. Rayman with the googly eyes. Oh, hello, Footloose. Oh, Footloose went straight to Twitch today. Perhaps he had a peek in and saw that me and Dark are having a party, and he's like, "Yo, YouTube chat looking kind of barren today. And let me hop over up and over here and have some weird conversations once again." Well, not all weird. I got my rant out of the way, but you know, just trying to have fun. You know, just trying. Try and be in the word, you know. Oh, well. Who is sniffing what now? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you when you're older. Whoa. See, I couldn't do that before. I couldn't do that before, but I can do that with the motor controls now. That clearly makes the motor controls even better, dude. You know? Way better. Let's go. Let's go, Croc. Ayo. Is this right? I'm only at 2 Gobbos. It must be. Yeah, okay. I guess they're all inside. The rest of them are inside. Shazai. Donk. Also, I guess something I can bring up that's gaming related. Apparently, there are talks that Xbox are potentially going to be following suit with Nintendo's $80 price tag. And that could happen this year. So there's talks that Microsoft's following suit. And if this is true, that means Sony is probably going to follow suit as well. And that makes me very, very sad. Games are already expensive enough as is, in my opinion. And now we're really going to be like, you know what? I think Nintendo is onto something. I like the cut of their chip. And it's like, no, this shouldn't be the standard. What do you mean? That's what we call corporate greed. Greed. Yeah, I'm going to need you to give me that back. I said, I'm going to need you to give me that back. That was a weird little spiky yellow one. But people are broke. Yeah, that's what I was saying to Dargan. He's telling me about friggin' saying I should do a Switch 2 giveaway. And I'm like, I know my uncle lives. I know I have an uncle at Nintendo, but geez, my reach only goes so far, dude. He doesn't tell me all the secrets. Also, you think I'm made of money? Also, you think I'm that close to Nintendo? Nah, man. I had to save up for that bitch. And that wasn't even so much saving up for the Switch. That was more just so that, like, I save up. I save up to have money on hand because you never know when I'd need it, right? Where you have to pay for something or whatever. Especially knowing me, when things tend to go wrong and I, like, have to, like, pay for, like, repairs or whatever. I played through Sonic Superstars. It was quite fun, but most of the bosses were pretty dull, and the final boss was very annoying. So, yeah, that's honestly most people's consensus. Really, yeah, that's mostly what people tend to feel, is that like the first half of Sonic Superstars is actually pretty decent, but the later half is not so good. And also most of the boss fights aren't great. So yeah. Have you done everything yet, Footloose, or did you just do the regular campaign? Have you done the I forgot the name of the new character. I forget her name off the top of my head, but have you done her campaign yet as well? Or no? Or have you just done one regular campaign? Like, just played a Sonic or whatever? I mean, hers is based... Her run is pretty much just kind of like hard mode anyway, but... I'm not doing the trip one. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will say, Footloose, whether you care or not, I'll just let you know there's another boss fight. Also, slight spoiler alert, but the trip one is mostly just a harder version, but there is a difference at the end. But there is technically a true ending to the game if you care about that. And if you want the true ending, you need to do the trip part, or you can just look it up on YouTube. But you know what I mean. I hear you need all the Chaos Emeralds. You do. You need all the Chaos Emeralds. Yes. Yeah. Trip's ending is slightly different, and you need all the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah. It's kind of like, it's kind of like sort of Sonic 2 or even more like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where it's like if you have all the Chaos Emeralds, you get like a bonus. Like in Sonic and Knuckles, it's like Doomsday Zone, right? It's kind of like that. You need to get all the Chaos Emeralds to get like one like final like bonus level fight sort of thing. So you have to unlock the Supersonic boss fight essentially, if you care to do so, of course. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. because I don't like the final boss either. So the boss fights I think are definitely the weakest for sure. The weakest part of the game, at least in my opinion. Oh, why? You missed. I'll pass. Fair enough. Look it up on YouTube, I guess, if you care enough. You just want to see like the cutscenes or how it ends. Did you ever go back to Frontiers at all, Footloose? Like, did you ever? Oh God, did you ever attempt the DLC at all? Did I have a favorite level from Sonic Superstars? I'll have a little think. Trying to remember the names of the stages. I'll have a little think. The first one's alright. The first introductory level, that one's alright. I don't know, actually. I have to think about it. Don't know if I have a favorite level. That sort of sky cloud one ain't too bad either. I don't know, to be honest, I don't know if I have a favorite level. I think there are some decent levels in there, but I don't know if I could class any of them as like a favorite. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I mean, I don't mind the first level. I don't know if it's my favorite, but like I actually quite like the that sort of cyberspace level, just because I thought it was cool. I'm not gonna lie, I looked away for a second. I'm not gonna lie. It's fine, I'm a god. I looked away and I still figured out which one it was. I'm just that good. Pinball Carnival? Okay. I think I remember that being decent. There's even a Tails doll reference if anyone finds it. It's easily missable, but there is just a straight up random Tails doll reference in that casino level. It's so random. But it's there. It's there. I don't know why it's there, but it is. But yeah, it was only like one zone, but that's cyberspace zone or whatever. Like, I aesthetically thought that was cool. I wasn't the biggest fan of like the whole like mouse circuit thing that you have to do randomly in that stage. But aesthetically, I thought it was really cool. I like the idea. I like it more than the cyberspace levels from Shadow the Hedgehog, I'll be honest. I think aesthetically it looked really cool. God. Okay. Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Boy. All right. Oh, I got this one. The retro pixelated one was cool. Yeah. And when you dash as a jelly, yeah, that's the one. That's the cyberspace level, isn't it? It's kind of, yeah. I forgot what isn't it called, like cyberspace or something like that? Cyberstation maybe. Like you're kind of like in the web in a way. Like a digital sort of web stage. So. I don't even know who these dudes are. Just had the focus. We're good. Oh yeah, this. Balloon Jimbo Man. So random. I don't know why. I don't know why. By the way, if you choose wrong, you don't get the gobbo and the things, by the way. There is like technically only one right door. Do 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 do. Which way do I go? I might have already gone the right. No, I've gone the right way. I forget, so screw you. Oh, you missed. I think I actually need to leave. Or is it at the beginning? That's there, okay. It is Cyber Station. Hey! Shoutouts to my memory, I guess. Now he's suddenly big boy. Now he's suddenly big boy. Big boy. Oh god. Don't reference Echo the Dolphin in my stream. How dare you? Oh. Where's my Echo the Dolphin remake? You know, that's something I am looking forward to, though, is the Sega stuff coming out. I'm definitely looking forward to that Shinobi. I'm definitely going to pick up that Shinobi. I might have to pick up that Ninja Gaiden game as well. Yeah. So easily. I'm sorry, Fosley. I'm sorry, bud, but this kind of writes itself, really. And I'm really curious about what they're going to do with Golden Age. Yeah, Golden Age. Golden Axe and, like, what's that called? Crazy Taxi and whatnot. Smash and see. Okay. Oh. I smashed an ice seed. I said. That's what I did, yep. Okay. I kind of like this gimmick. It's original. Right? It's original. You basically have to, because you can't hurt these guys, so you have to send them down bottomless pits. The only time this game does this, it's the entire gimmick of this stage. They're invincible any other way, essentially. And they're also really dumb, I guess, because they don't see that you basically just sent them to their doom. They don't realize that there's a box missing. It's like a Wile E. Coyote cartoon. Bye. We commit murder. And that's the gimmick. Do I remember... do I remember the Golden Piggyback boss? Yeah, he was a little, I guess, finicky. You know what? That's a state. I just said they can't be killed. What am I doing? I remember that stage being okay, but I think the only issue I had with that golden, I forgot what that. I think it's actually called golden something. Whatever that stage is. I think my only issue with that is that it kind of felt like a little bit of a rehash of the pinball level, right? But I think aesthetically, I remember liking the look of the level. I feel like the level looked and played pretty fun, but it did kind of just feel like it was like a second pinball level. I think that's like the issue I have with, where it's like, if only it was more of its, if only it felt like a little bit more original, rather than like, hey, it's just kind of like we're bringing back some pinball mechanics again, and it's like, oh, so it's just kind of like another casino level, sort of, right? The bosses or whatever, but I remember the level being all right. I think being decent. Again, aesthetically pleasing, I think is what I would say, at least for me. Tired. I've also ate a lot, like a lot. I don't know what it is, but I've just been eating a lot. Not good. I actually want to eat less, not more. I'm trying to lose weight. So the fact that I'm just like wolfing things down, I'm like, dude, why can I eat so much? What is happening? I don't even need to bully these guys. I can just grab the puzzle piece and say I'm out. And there we go. Here we go. It's these dudes. These speedy dudes. Sonic the Hedgehog, they ain't. But they are pretty fast. I'll give them that. Just kind of leave them to it, really. Just minding their own business. Dashing around. Reminded me a little of Marble Zone. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. I can see what you mean. Well, actually, Footloose, if I remember correctly, it's not. I don't think it's related to Marble Zone, but there's like a unique. There's like a kind of a unique. I think it's a golden cover. There's like a unique loop-de-loop, I believe, in the Golden Capital. I can't really describe it very well, but if I remember correctly, and I don't know which stage it was, but apparently this loop-de-loop that's in, well, actually, no, yeah, I remember seeing it. This loop-de-loop was actually reused. So this loop-de-loop that's in Golden Capital was in a Sonic 1 beta, an original Sonic 1, the original Sonic 1, but it was like it was a beta version, and I think it was for a stage that was planned for Sonic 1 or something, but it never happened. And all you've got is like this very sort of like old like official screenshot where it shows like a beta level of Sonic 1, and that loop-de-loop is in it. They brought it back and put it in Sonic Superstars, which I think is neat. So basically, the Golden Capital has Sonic 1 beta stuff in it, which is well, that's kind of cool. A little fun trivia fact for you. A little fun little fact. It's got a bit of Sonic 1 in it. So I don't think it was for Marble Zone, but you know, it was I think it was from a stage that was planned to be in Sonic 1, and it just never happened. So all we've got is like, you know, like an image, like an official image from Sega Sonic Team, and it's just a screenshot of like that loop-de-loop that's in Golden Capital. It's like, oh, it got repurposed. I thought that's kind of cool. In fact, you could probably find it if you Google it. Maybe like Sonic 1 Beta or something. Made it. Let's go. Look at those random fists on the glass stains, you know. Fists of power, true power. In fact, actually, I think it's Sonic Superstars, right? I think it might have been like either a pre-order bonus or something, but you could get a skin for what I believe was one of the beta designs for Sonic, and one of the beta designs was, I think, just like a rabbit. I think that was like one of his beta designs was just a rabbit. So you can actually play as the Sonic 1 like beta design for Sonic as well, and if you had like, I don't know if you can actually get access to it. It might, if it was a pre-order bonus, you might be able to like buy it. More than likely you have to buy it, but it's a rabbit skin over Sonic, and that was like one of his like because it used to be called like Project Needle Mouse, but yeah, one of his designs was actually a rabbit, and they give you that skin. And I think there's also like other things, like there's a Shadow the Hedgehog skin for Sonic because they won't put Shadow in the game. I think there's like a, because I think, yeah, classic Amy has like a modern Amy skin, you know, like she has like the red dress. I don't know if Tails or Knuckles has any skins. I don't remember, but I don't have any of the skins because, again, I think there are like cosmetic bonuses that you probably have to buy for, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about. I ain't gonna, if it ain't free, I ain't getting it. You know, I can do without it. It's kind of like how for those of you who may or may not know, in Sonic Mania, Mirage Saloon is partly based off of a unused level in Sonic 2, and I think it was just, I'm trying to remember what the level was. It might have just been called Desert Zone or something like that in Sonic 2. It was basically in one of the beta builds of Sonic 2. There was a level that was just like literally just a desert level, and yeah, it was just one of the stages that never got released, and so the Mania team sort of took that idea, that concept, and turned it into a completely original level. But if you see the beta level, if you see the beta desert level, whatever it was called, and then you look at Mirage Saloon, you can see the connections and the inspiration. Little cool fun facts and stuff. Maybe that's why we won't get a Mania 2, because Sega are like, why did you do that? I don't know. I'm mostly joking, but I have no idea why Sega don't want clearly competent people to you know, it might just be like an in-house situation where they're like, we just want our in-house team to do it or something. Dude, I fucked up. And I know why I fucked up. Bollocks. Can I go back? I think I can. I was like, I've got a key. What am I doing with this key? Okay, hold on. I actually can go back. And I've never actually done this before, so this will be interesting. Okay. I was like, what am I doing with this key? And then I remembered. I know where I need to go. I do. I legit do know where I need to go. I got a little bit gung-ho. I got a little bit hasty. So. Man, I'm gonna actually have to go back. So okay, so I actually messed up. So this is gonna eat in our completion time here. Actually, I messed up. First time I've done this actually. I just forgot about the key and didn't use it. First time this has actually ever happened. Well, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Right. Let's quickly go back. I know where it is as well. It's right through this. Yeah, I completely just ignored the cage that was here. Yeah, literally, this poor Gobbo. This poor Gobbo was like, you just took the key and ran. Just leaving that Gobbo to its fate, to be trapped in there forever and die of starvation. And we were making such good time. Well, yeah, it is what it is. I got slightly distracted. You know, it is what it is. It's alright. It's going to be tight, but like I say, I'll give myself a little bit of leeway, and you know, if need be, I'd be willing to give myself an extra half an hour. But no more. So if we can't make it at 10, I'd be willing to go to 10:30. But that's the maximum. If I can't do it in then I officially give up. I tried. I tried. Well, backtracking we go. Don't knock me over, please. Also, shoutouts to Croc being able to hold himself up for a long time on his little grades. You know. Shoutouts to Croc to being able to just hold himself up like that. With one hand, mind you. Not both. One. Like, Crash is doing this with two hands. He's doing it one hand at a time. And then when he stops, he's just holding himself with one hand. If I'd have died there, I would have been upset. Alright. So, okay. We're in good standing now. Good standing. I honestly do not know how to make that without getting hit. I don't know if I've ever done that. Ever. It sucks. It sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. Oh, that jump is tight. That jump is tight. I don't actually have that many lives either. So I don't want to be too reckless here. Okay. Alright. Ah. Ah, crud. Just gonna have to wait now. Yep. There we go. Yep, that was all 6. Alright. Well, we got a little bit, you know, delayed, derailed, whatever. But it's alright. Time for pirates. Random pirates. And God. All this just for a crocodile. Not even a fully grown crocodile. He hasn't even got any teeth. He's like one tooth. That's it. He's still a baby, technically. He's still a kid. Yahar. Wow, 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 wow. I like how the other dude's like, yeah, I'm not even going to load in. He's made it to the bottom. Are you getting calls from Greece today for some reason? Random cold calling. I feel like I don't get as many calls as I used to. Like, you know, if I went pressed for time, I'd do the bonus, but I'm not going to do the bonus because I'm pressed for time. There is also another bonus where you have to stamp 3 times, and it's in this world. This is the one that you do it on. Like you see this platform over here, like this one. If you stump 3 times, it takes you to a bonus. But since we're on a time limit, I do not want to, and plus, it's honestly might be the hardest bonus level because you gotta like run around. You like run around it like kind of like in a circle, but you're like climbing up. And you have to like do these like very specifically tight jumps. It's not too bad once you get consistent, but it is just like you're just climbing. You're just running around, going up like a tower, and you have to like make these jumps. It can take a bit, is what I'm trying to say. And even if I did it perfectly, it would still take me a while, I think. So it took me some practice to get down. It's like, yeah, I can't afford to mess around with that. I'd more likely lose more lives than get more lives doing it. Put it that way. Just because I have to admit, I kind of suck at it. Just between you and me. Don't tell anyone else. You gotta believe in the pro gamer that is Jay. But, you know, I'm just letting you know. Because we're close, you know? There we go. Bonk. Oh god. I didn't think I was going to make that. I'm not going to lie. I don't think there's any color. You bitch. I do. Really good there, I think. I think one of these is a colored crystal. I forget which one, so it might be one on here. Nope, not here. Okay, we're at 3. Nope. Must be this one. Yeah, must be this one. Which one is it? Not you. Not you. There it is. Alright, there's the yellow one. Purple must be along here. One of these. Damn it. I didn't pick it up. What do you mean? I was gonna say. Screw you, pitchfork devil dude. Imp thing. You think you're the... Okay, alright. Well, the game's like... This guy be talking shit. Yeah. Let me out. Oh, this one. Ooh, this one. This one is just a waiting game, really. This one's a waiting game. I like it though. I like this challenge. These platforms will get smaller, and you have to wait for the next platform to spawn in. Yeah, it's more likely that we'll have to extend it a little bit longer, and that's okay. It'll give me a time to go to the toilet because I really need to go to the toilet. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really need to go to the toilet. There we go. Easy. This guy. Arguably the hardest level in the game. Arguably. It's pretty tough. It is pretty tough, I will say that. I think it would definitely be fair to call it the hardest level in the game. Honestly. Oh dear. Ugh. I'm actually starting to get tired. Oh, I'll wait here. Wait for it. Okay. Alright. Not too bad so far. Oh, this one. Yeah, that's where the difficulty goes. There we go. You kind of have to, like, pre-jump. Not like that. That was not pre-jumping. Like that. Wait for it. Like that. Luckily, there's, like, textures on the side. You know, solid textures. So you can just kind of jump, which is very helpful. Am I okay to do this? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we are. Crap. It's gonna screw me over. Alright. The platforms look like icing. They do a little bit, don't they? Yeah, I see it. I can see it. They're actually not slippery, believe it or not. They're more like, they're more like marble texturing, I suppose. Just like a very, very light bluey marble texturing, if you know what I mean. That's how I sort of see it. Like a ceramic tile or something, right? But yeah, I sort of see what you mean. Oh, you'll make me hungry for cake. Nah, I've eaten more than enough today. Jesus. I don't need to eat more. I need to eat less. Trying to lose weight, and I'm doing a very bad job at it. That's for sure. And it would be nice to just not be tired all the time. And I know it is definitely in part to do with my bad diet. So, you know. Oh, great. Everyone's talking about cake. Stop. No more. No more. 14 lives to do it in. Hang on. Hang on. Let me focus here. Yeah. Alright, I focused alright. Don't worry about it. So I did that one, didn't I? Ooh. Wait for it. Do I dare? Yes, I do. Let's go. Let's go. Don't care. Cheesing it. Cheesing it. Cake, chocolate. I'm a chocolate guy. It'd definitely be chocolate. Final boss. We're not done, but we're at the final stretch almost. We've still got one more world to get through, but it's a lot shorter, right? But unfortunately, I'm not going to get it done in 3 hours. It's probably going to be more like maybe 3.5 hours, maybe less. Maybe a little less, but depending on if I make any mistakes against Baron Dante, and I don't plan on making any mistakes, but also I apologize for that burp. That just kind of came out of nowhere. All right, here we go. All right, Baron Dante. There he is. What was that? You trying to bitch slap me? Hello? No. Spins around. Alright, I need to lead because he will charge, yeah. There we go. That's all he does. The final phase can be tricky. The final phase can definitely be tricky. But these phases aren't. In fact, he only really shoots magic at you once. You'd think for someone who's supposed to be like this wizard warlock that he would actually use more magic. But he doesn't. Ouch. And the thing is, as long as I've got crystals, he can't hurt me. I can just cheese it. Oh, come on. I was a little early. Well, boss is done anyway. Oh, Kipling's Angel Slices. I know the ones you mean, Footloose. I've had them. They are very nice. And I bet they are fucking bad for you. Like, horribly bad for you. But they are very nice. They disappear very fast when I'm around. That's not my Dante. Sorry, this isn't Dante's Inferno. That's what you meant, right? Yeah, of course it is. You know what? I'm gonna let this play and let the credits play, and I will be back in a little bit. I won't be long, and then we'll extend the stream a bit longer, and we'll wrap the game up. Ugh. Oh, the credits did end then. Alright. Let's finish this game. Final secret level. And then we got the bonus world. Party time with the Gobbos. Did the credits just finish, or has it been finished for a while? I don't know if you guys stuck around or not. Or maybe you guys took a break and went off. I don't know. But... Man, it has been hot today, and I get the feeling I'm going to be hot tonight as well. I am terrible with the heat, with summer, and that summer is like the worst time of the year for me. And we're not even technically in summer yet. We're still technically in spring, but like, if it's this hot, because we've basically got heat waves. I'm not looking forward to summer, I can tell you that. Oh, they finished a little bit ago. Okay. That's alright. Hopefully that wasn't too long. Maybe about 5-ish minutes, 5, 6, 7 minutes. This one's pretty simple. This is honestly pretty simple for a final level. It's not anything super crazy. And I mean, put it this way, it's nothing we haven't really done before. It's not like that other one where it's like it has like a unique gimmick or anything. We're literally mostly just running through this like dungeon, and then occasionally, you know what I mean? Like that's it. That's it. Easy, you know. And that's it. Now we got the bonus level. Now I'm terrible with the sun and the heat. It also doesn't help that I'm very sensitive to light. And so what I'm probably gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go to my opticians and try and see if I can get like actual prescription sunglasses that can help with the sunlight and like the glare, because I don't have anything like that, and my poor eyes. I dread going out when it's super sunny and bright, because my poor eyes, man. And the thing is, if I get like glare in my eyes, I sometimes get migraines, and it is the worst. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this guy is, but we have to beat him, so the adventure continues. Sorry, returns in World 5. Alright, here we go. Final last levels of the game. We're here. It's happening. Final bonus world. We've done everything up to this point. Where's the key? Do I have to leave just to get the key and come back? Or did I miss the key? I don't know if I really want to go back for one life. Maybe I missed it. Did that bad guy sound like a bird? What, the crystal dude? He didn't sound like a bird to me. I don't know what he sounded like. Yeah, you know, that's what I want to do. Yep. Yep. Inputs. Inputs. Yep. Oh yeah, that was okay. That was on me. That one. I won't even lie. That's on me. A bird with a sore throat. Like, that didn't sound... I don't know what the hell that sounded like. All I can tell you is that it's a very disturbing sound. That's what I can tell you. There we go. Maybe he's trying to mimic birds and make them new minions. He's a bird caller. Fuck you, you piece of... I don't know. You think you can stop me after all this time? Is it all just crystals? Because there's no Gobbos to be found. In these bonus worlds, there's no Gobbos. It's just hearts and crystals, regular crystals. So you can just go straight to the end of the stage. The goal is literally just to beat the stage. You're having a laugh. He let go. He let go. Croc just said bye and left. I didn't make him do that. Why'd he do that? What? What was that? What was that all about? What kind of bullshit was that? Hello? I've only got 9 lives. I was gonna say, if he did that again... If he did that again, we were gonna have some words, let me tell you. Diet Burr. Why is it called Diet Burr? Fuck you. Crystal Bird Keeper challenges you to a battle. Crystal Bird Keeper. Jeez. Well, it's like we've done all this shit before. See, I cannot afford to cheese it because I've only got 9 lives. What happened? Where'd they all go? Oh my god, I didn't do that on purpose. Sorry, I have 7 lives, not 9. I can't count. I'm sorry, I can't count. Don't. It's not funny. Oh, come on, dude. Grab the balloon, Croc. Croc, you're making me nervous, dude. What are you doing? Please stop. Please stop. Oh. But yeah, all these stages really are just kind of reused assets and reused sections of previous stages all in one. But they're just slightly more difficult. And what I mean slightly more difficult, they just kind of throw a bunch of pitchfork guys. Because honestly, they're probably the worst enemies in the entire game, are the pitchfork guys. They're really annoying. Don't do that again, Croc. Don't ever... Oh my god, why? I'm gonna game over. This is not it, boys. Whatever. We don't need crystals anyway. I would take lives though. Why are you watching them like that? Fitleys, what are you trying to do to yourself? Well, that's fair. Anyway. Jesus. Trial of the Nile. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh no, it's this stage. Oh shit. I do not like this stage. I don't like this stage at all. Shit. It's okay. Just gotta lock in. Alright. Alright. Okay. No! I'm mashing, Your Honor. What? Where am I? Oh, it's this. Again, just a bunch of pitchfork guys. I don't even think there's any other... I don't even think there's any other, like, enemies. It's just pitchfork guys. Little, like, devil-looking guys. But you'll notice that there's a lot of these little, like, sections might be familiar because we've done them before. They just, again, make them a little bit difficult. It's kind of like a gauntlet in a way, you know? Like, do all these challenges again, but slightly more difficult. I promised you I pressed the X button. And not the cross button, I mean the X button. Come on, come on, come on. Jump. You're having a laugh. What? Why did I slide off? Oh no. Why did I slide off? That was some bullshit. Fuck's sake. I'm gonna game over, dude. I'm gonna game over. I'm gonna game over. I'm actually gonna game over. Why? Why aren't you landing? What is happening? I'm actually gonna game over. No way. I'm at the final stretch. I'm actually gonna game over. This is crazy. You shitting me? What? This shouldn't be. Dude, I might actually have to quickly grind for some lives. Not kidding. Would I make that? Yeah, I'd make that. It's not over yet, though. Please, I need health. Where's the health? Where's the health? In fact, where's the end of the level? You know? Oh, for fuck's sake. I knew it was gonna get me. Okay, I'm not taking any chances. I'm not taking any chances. Not taking any chances. Birds are really starting to make sense now. Are they? I don't get it. This is arguably one of the quicker stages. Plus where I am, you know. You know what? I'm gonna do this one more time. One more time. And hope that these lives will be enough. I just need to get past one more stage and then I can beat the boss and then we're good. And yeah, it's gonna take me 3 hours and 30 minutes rather than 3 hours. I couldn't push for 3 hours. Damn. I even started this stream earlier than I usually do, and I still can't beat this in 3 hours. I bet a speedrunner can beat it way faster than this, of course, but even doing 100%. All right, 9. We're gonna go with 9 lives. That's what we're gonna do. All right. Croc's Interactive. I like the name. All right, here we go. Oh god, this jump. You motherfucker. Oh god. Run. Run. Okay. Got through that. Oh yeah, right. We'll go right this time. I don't know if I did this last time. I don't remember. Maybe I did do this before. I don't remember. Okay. These dudes. So I think if you go left, you get that hammer guy with the platforms. But since I went right, I get these dudes. And I honestly think these dudes are probably easier than the other guy, right? Whatever. Alright. Like I said. And then we're at the end. See, this wasn't nearly as bad as that last stage that I just did. Alright. Final boss. Now, one thing to note about this boss fight, they actually made it a little bit easier. There's little platforms in this boss. They made the platforms bigger. Look. I'm still going to do it like that, though. Oh. That was an accident. But yeah, they actually made the platforms bigger, which is good. Like, I'm not going to sit there and say it's bad. That's good. Done. Took longer than I'd hoped, but we did it. Oh well, I finally did it. 100% complete in one sitting. Again, took longer than I'd hoped, but oh well. Nah, man, this is a really good remaster. I really, really hope. I really, 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 really hope that this game does well enough to get the sequel remastered as well. We'll just have to see, I suppose. Oh, but that was an easy boss. I mean, yeah, and that's how it was in the original, really. The only thing that makes that boss fight hard in the original is honestly the tank controls. If you're not used to the tank controls, and that the platforms are really tiny, but they actually made it easier by making the platforms wider so you can actually jump on the platforms. However, I don't really jump on the platforms anyway. I jump from corner to corner because I think it's more reliable and easier, especially in the original. I think it's safer to just jump from corner to corner. If you jump from corner to corner, it's easy. And all you need to do in that boss fight, right, is just hit the 4 gongs and he's done. He doesn't even have a health bar. You just hit the 4 gongs and he just dies. I don't even know what this crystal boss is. I've been playing this for years and I'm like, I don't really... It's just like a random bonus crystal version of Dante. I don't really know exactly why or what's happening. If that's actually the same Baron Dante we just defeated, or I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just like a little bonus. But yeah, that boss is absolutely pathetic. Especially like I say, when you do it the way I do, where you just hug the corners, jump from corner to corner, hit the 4 gongs, and bam. All he does is just zap you. And it can like he zaps you with those little energy balls, and that can be a little annoying if you can't see them coming. So my only like strategy for that is here. Like if you can hear them coming, like if you can hear him do his attack, preemptively jump, and you'll more likely jump over it. So it's best to just hear when he's about to attack. He'll make like a little grunting sound, and you'll hear, and then yeah. But yeah, they didn't make the boss fights any more challenging. But yeah, I just think it's crazy to me that Argonaut is back, right? This wasn't like some other team, right, really working on it. I don't think everyone from the Argonaut team is here, but a lot of the people who worked on the original did get involved. And they also worked with other people as well to kind of help this remaster happen. But I still think it's crazy that Argonaut Software is they've revived. And I say I hope that they are here to stay. That's all I hope for. I hope that they are here to stay, because you know, I know there are other games that they have done. A lot of people bring up Buck Bumble. I've never played Buck Bumble, but Croc will return. Well, I hope so. We'll see. But we did it finally. And because it's as late as it is, I'm just gonna say we're wrapping this up. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm going straight to bed. So thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you whenever I see you. Don't know what the next stream will be. Don't know if I'll stream next week.